Welcome to the Emerald Center and the Uruz Awakening Project. This audio space exists to raise the vibration of humanity. Clear insights come from exploration and translation of complex scriptures, ancient wisdoms, truth lived, and awakened knowing. Here, wisdom and knowledge unfold their secrets, and complex language becomes simplified, to be understood, recognized, used, and lived. Pure consciousness speaks through knowing into a simplified language to awaken. Life's hidden lessons and lived experiences bring understanding and clarity from the chaos. Knowledge and truths that you can hold, understand, and incorporate into your own life. The insights flow through my voice. Listen. I provide tools for self-awareness, steps to self-actualization, and keys to self-realization. Thank you for listening. I want to talk about balance. Balance within the body. Balance within the mind. Balance in work, relationships. Balance in nature. The body always, it is designed to always find equilibrium, balance. That's how the body heals itself. Because it knows the balance. It knows what it's required of it to heal. It's intelligence. It's that spark of God, that knowledge that is imprinted in us, in our soul, because the soul expresses itself through the body. The problem that most people have is that they are lured by temptation, by sweet tasting food that is poisonous for the body, sugar that causes cancer, alcohol that invites archonic energies into your psyche. If you are not aware of what that does to the body, then you are an easy target. Become aware, and your conscious mind is the gateway to the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is the mind that manifests. We all learn from our experiences. We are all different. But what we don't usually understand is that balance is everything. Everything that is in nature, unless it is man-introduced, man-made. But everything in nature, in its natural state, if it becomes out of balance, it eradicates itself to regain equilibrium. So we look at food. If you eat in equilibrium and in balance, your body is healthy and strong. If that balance goes out of whack, you become weak, easily manipulated, tempted, and sick. If there is no balance in your work, you become overtired, resentful, and uninspired. The creativeness that is naturally within your body disappears, and that makes you a slave. Balance in relationships. A lot of people think that they've got to control others to maintain their own separate agenda, to get away with things that they feel that they want, lie to remain in that single mindset. I don't have to be faithful. I can just go and get whatever I want. Whilst the other is frightfully faithful. Because if you look elsewhere, your focus is distorted in your commitment. Then you might as well uncommit yourself and go and do what it is that you want to do. And that's then frightening, isn't it? But I want to have that stability with a wife or husband, but still get whatever else I want as well. It's also very important for each person within a relationship dynamic to maintain their own balance, their own boundaries, so not to overgive, not to sell themselves short because the other demands something of them that distracts from their own path, their own life, their own goals. Someone who constantly says, yeah, but I want you to be with me. Help me do this. Help me do that. Let's do this because this is what I want, not necessarily what you want. Your time doesn't matter as much as mine. And then once you set a boundary, no, I don't have time because I have to focus on my project, my goal, my path, my gym session. Sometimes then resentment comes in. Why do you have to do that? That is such a waste of time. When my dad met my mum, this is relayed from my mother, he said to her that if we are going to be together, you have to think, do, and feel as I say. And it was like an in-house joke that my mother said, yes, of course. What was that? Domination, manipulation. That's not love. That's control. There was never balance. Never love as such. Not the love that we all want and crave deep inside. Not the external physical lust that we confuse with love. Our path is our own. We fall from the heavens in the shape of a star. We have the energies of each planet inside our body. The chakras are the planets because we are a micro-universe inside of us, replicating the one above. The energies at the moment we were born, we carry inside. We come to this realm as a spark of God, a soul individualized from the heavenly seas above. We are here with a mission. Each and every one of us is here with a mission to, in some way, serve the whole that only you can do. Don't let anyone tell you you're not special. The soul attaches itself to the infant body inside the stargate, the womb, the unk, and after a time of gestation, time to think, we enter a realm in a vessel that the soul expresses itself through our systems. There is a reason why you feel sick. Listen to that, because the soul is telling you. We come here by ourselves. We don't come with a husband or a wife by our side to hold a hand for us to lean on. We come by ourselves. Imagine the strength of that. We grow up thinking that we need somebody to make us whole. We don't. But society imprints this in us. Family dynamics imprint this in us. Our family and friends say, when are you going to have children? Because that is the norm, isn't it? Or is it? And then if you buck the system, they think there's something wrong with you. And they say, I'm sorry. Why would you be sorry? When this is a decision that someone has made, not to comply, but to live in the freedom of what that soul's path is. Besides, apparently, there's too many souls on this earth. So, people who think they are God, who sees their light as so bright that they think they must be God, has decided to somehow, they don't care which way, reduce the number of souls on this earth to balance their own agenda. The point here is that we don't need anyone to complete us. We are complete already. We go through life being taught to be unbalanced. Unbalanced in health, unbalanced in the mind, unbalanced the way we live, to keep us unbalanced. Because when we are unbalanced, we are easily manipulated, herded, because we start to rely and lean on others to feel complete. You are complete in every way. Someone a long time ago walked around and shared a message. And that message was, God is inside you. Look inside. And for that message, he was killed and made an example of. And apparently, he died for our sins. You have to see a lie when it's in front of you. Look inside yourself and you will find the answers. We explore some of those answers here and some of those questions as well. It's important to realize who you are. If you take away all the beliefs that you have, all the manipulation that has made you think that you are in a certain way, why do you believe anything at all? Is it really true? Or did someone say that to make me believe that about myself? If we strip away our perception of ourselves and start to understand why it is that we think we're not good enough, why is it that I keep sabotaging my own success? Why is it that I feel left behind? Why is it that I attract what I attract? Why is it that I attract certain situations? Why is it that I attract certain people? Why is it that I attract certain people within intimate relationships? There is a reason. If you look at who you attract and what they represent, what their actions represent, then turn that mirror around and look at yourself, because the realization of whatever that is will make you whole. It will make you realize who you are, what your strengths are, and what your weakness is, what people fear in you, and what people try to step all over. I had a comment from a person, a woman, that said that her boyfriend used to always say to her, "You do you. You live your life." She said he was an ex for that reason, because she took that reason as he was trying to push her away from him. It is a valid point. However, I don't know the full story and I can't feel the energy of that dynamic. But maybe if we turn that mirror around, maybe, just maybe, he tried to tell her to strive for your goals. You do you, so you can grow and learn and be the best that you can be in your own life. Then we can meet in the middle. Let's be two people striving to be the ultimate of themselves, so we can walk next to each other as equals. Maybe she will rethink and grow and learn for this purpose. If you imagine a large spinning disc, it's horizontal and you sit on the edge. This disc starts to spin, and the further towards the edge that you sit, the easier it is for you to get flung off, because the momentum of that disc means that you are moved much further. Now imagine you sit in the center of the same disc. That center, yes, you're spinning, but you hardly move. That's balance. You spin 100 miles an hour and you still don't move because you have centered yourself. You are not reacting to circumstance. You are not reacting to other people's words, aggression, manipulation, and actions. You have centered yourself, and the conscious mind is the gatekeeper of what's true and what's not, the gatekeeper of what I believe and what's rubbish, only allowing in what is true and discarding the rubbish, what doesn't serve you for your highest and best ultimate goal in your path, not somebody else's path. Balance is also sharing your life. You see people sit alone in cafes for hours. That tells you that they're needing balance, interaction. Their life is too quiet, too lonely. And the fact that they just sit and feel the energy of others is sometimes enough. We all need balance. It's the same as when you've had a busy day talking all day to people. You come home and don't want to say anything to anyone because the body and soul needs balance. Balance gives peace to the mind and body. If you have balance and peace within you, people are drawn to the calmness that you bring. They feel the energy a long way away. It's that mysterious, elusive something. What is that? That calmness, that influences, that make ripples in the atmosphere. That energy that people feel, the stability in their chaos, the strength that hits their weakness like a sledgehammer. When you have balance and peace within your body, some people will resent you instantly before you even say anything. They see your light and their darkness shy away. They just know that they don't like you. Don't let that dim your light. They are not capable as yet to understand and willing to understand their own darkness. That's why they resent your light. Balance and peace. See the truth that is right in front of you, and you will center yourself, center your body, center your mind, center that calmness, that is strength, to shine your light in the world of darkness, to enlighten others of their own power. Thank you for listening.